Coaches, whenever you go to a game or anything, do you always wonder what that team is? I mean, are they a wing T team, a slot T team, a flex bone team, a pro team, a spread team, a straight T old school team, a Notre Dame box team? But do you really know what an air raid team is? Because in today's video, I'm gonna tell you. Coaches, welcome back to the Air Raid Nation channel. This is Coach Coltharp coming to you again today, and I'm really excited about today's video because in today's video, I'm going to give you 5 things that you need to know when you're trying to decide if a team is air raid or not. Now listen, if these are the kind of videos you like and you want to see more of this content, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to the channel and make sure you click that little bell so you know when we go live. Also, down in the description, there's a link where you can get the 9 segments that you need to know to run the efficient air raid practice in just 60 minutes, and that's free. So go down in the description, make sure you pick that up. All right, enough of all of that. Let's jump in the video. All right, coaches, so what exactly is an air raid team? And I told you I had 5 things that you had to kind of check off if you're deciding whether or not you're going against an air raid team or if you're an air raid team yourself. So, what are those 5 things? Well, let's just go ahead and jump in the list. Well, the first thing is to be an air raid team, you have to throw it every play. I mean, that's just really important. If you're going to be an air raid team, you got to throw it every play. I mean, it's why the ball spins, right? So if the ball wasn't made to spin, why would you not throw it? I mean, let's spin it to win, right? So you have to throw it every play. The second thing, we have 2 running plays in the air raid, okay? On the field and off the field. We run on the field, we run off the field. I mean, it's facts. I mean, ask Matt Mummy. That's one of his best quotes. I mean, we think the wing T is a cult. You cannot be an air raid team unless you think the wing T is a cult. I mean, it kind of is though, right? A tight end, like, really? Well, that's for bikini season. Now, look, I don't want to see any of you guys in Speedos this summer, coaches, if we ever get back to the beach. And then lastly, under center, air raid teams invented social distancing. That's what the shotgun's for. We don't do those kind of things. So if you don't believe these 5 things, you're definitely not an air raid team. All right, but seriously, let's really talk about the 5 things that really set air raid teams apart from everybody else. And let me say this, the video is really not about air raid teams are better than spread teams or better than wing T teams or anything like that. It's just what I believe you have to do if you really want to call yourself an air raid team. And so the first thing is you got to have a few pass concepts. You really don't have to have, you really can't have 48 different passes. And that doesn't mean your playbook is necessarily small because you got to think about it. If you have 7 passes and each pass has 8 tags, I mean, that's like 56 plays. I mean, but it's the concept that's important. So you have the concept of mesh. You have the concept of shallow. You have the concept of cross. These are concepts, okay? So, mesh cougar or mesh wheel, those aren't extra plays. Those are just tags within those concepts. So you have a few concepts. If you're a true air raid team has few concepts. You're rep oriented, okay? And so it's really important. I mean, it's like Bruce Lee says, he would rather fight a guy who knows 10,000 kicks they practiced once than fight a guy who knows 1 kick he's practiced 10,000 times. I mean, you're going to go into air raid practice and you're going to get reps every day at those few concepts that you know, all right? You have to have a specific practice structure. Okay, I mean, practicing the air raid is what sets us apart from everybody else. Our practices are very specific. They're very drill oriented. You can go to any air raid team in the country and watch them practice, and they're going to follow that practice structure to a T. And like I said, down in the description, there's our guide to designing a perfect 60-minute air raid practice. All you got to do is shoot your email in there, boom, and it'll send it to you. It's absolutely free. So that link's down in the description. And the best thing about an air raid practice is like the team knows exactly what's going to happen every day. I mean, we got to a point at Red Springs, we didn't even have to have a schedule per se. We just had a script for a team period. The guys knew where we were going, boom, 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 what order it was. And it really makes for a fantastic practice environment because the kids aren't like, what are we doing next? So it really helps. We read grass and attack with tempo. I mean, I think that's really important. The system helps quarterbacks because you teach them to read grass. Don't worry about people. You can attack tempo. Just going to attack. Playing fast, having that attack mentality, making the defense adjust to you, and you're really not adjusting the defenses. You're just kind of finding grass and doing those kind of things. So it's a really quarterback-friendly system. That's why you see those guys in the league now who are doing so much better than before, because they're understanding, grass reads and different types of things at a younger and younger age. And it's really, really important that you know these kind of things. Now, notice this. I didn't say you couldn't run the ball in the air raid or anything like that, because if you think about it, if you look at Oklahoma and you look at Washington State last year, both are true air raid teams. However, their offenses on Saturday looked completely differently. But they followed this thing. They had a few pass concepts. They were very rep-oriented. They had a specific practice structure. If you watch those guys practice, they practice the same every day, just like all air raid teams do. And, and they still had that same philosophy of reading grass and attacking for tempo. And then the fifth thing, we really do think the wing T is a cult. So, it is what it is. And they have a secret handshake. And if you know it, you better not tell anybody, because they'll come to you. All right, coach, there's a little humor injected in the video today, but I do believe looking at practice is really, really important. And how you practice can change everything in your career as a coach, and it did for me. So, hey, listen, in the comments down below, tell me if there was one practice drill you could never do without. I'd love to know what it is. Hey, let's get a conversation going down there. Also, hey, listen, if you haven't subscribed, I wish you would. 45% of you guys or so are subscribed to the channel. The rest of you guys are just stopping through, man. Go ahead and subscribe and hit that bell so you know when we go live. We got a lot of giveaways and things in our videos. And so if you're one of the first people to watch the video, you don't miss out on those kind of things. Hey, also right there, some good suggestions for you to check out. And as always, spin it to win.